his long teeth and matted fur. Also, his jizz is supposed to taste like eggnog. Hi everyone, I'm Aika, and today I'm gonna be reading a Siggy Shade book, so you don't have to. Taking one for the team. I'm sick right now, and I thought what better way than to spend my day of rotting in bed than to be accompanied by BookTok's favorite author, Miss Siggy Shade herself. I have never actually read a Siggy Shade book before. I've seen it, and if you've seen my TikToks, we both know that I think her books are really, we could say, interesting. If you don't know who Siggy Shade is, she is a dark romance author. She writes monster romances, and that's just a genre that I've never ventured into. Like, I love my spicy books, I love smut. Instead of saying, I heart my boyfriend, these sweatpants should say, I heart smut, right? But I've just never gone to that end of dark romance or smut. Because some of the shit she writes, some of the things she writes are just wild. They're beyond my realm of comprehension, so I'm really curious. And I'm sure a lot of people are too. Hence why I'm taking this opportunity. I'm taking this opportunity and I'm abusing it to read a Siggy Shade book. No one asked me to do this. No one wants me to do this. Actually, my friend told me not to do this because she said that it's just gonna make me feel worse. But I'm curious. And curiosity killed the cat, so I don't know how I'm gonna come out at the end of this, but let's do a little bit of digging, let's do a little bit of research and pick out a monster romance for us to read. We're gonna do a little read along. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to find a book that's a little sweet and short. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything sweet from Siggy, from Miss Siggy, but we'll see. We'll see. I do want to finish the book today, so I would like to read a shorter book, and so let's find one right now and let's read it together. I'm terrified. So I have my computer right here, and I picked out my top 4 Siggy Shade books that I might be reading today. So let's go through them. First, we have Tentacle Entanglement, a Siggy Shade classic, and then we have Jack's Head. We also have Birched by the Krampus and the Loch Ness Monster. I just have a question. Actually, I have a lot of questions for Miss Siggy, but this one in particular, why is the cover art a literal children's cartoon? That looks like Barney. So why is he the face of your smutty monster romance? That just seems wrong. That just seems really wrong. Anyways, I'm leaning towards Jack's Head and Birched by the Krampus just because Tentacle Entanglement and the Loch Ness Monster are both almost 200 pages long. So let me give a little synopsis of Jack's Head and Birched by the Krampus. Okay, I'm gonna get into character. The Headless Horseman was hunting for his next victim. Well, he found one. Me. Halloween night is not the time to be out alone. I knew that, but I could either stay with my abusive, soon-to-be ex-fiancé, or take my chances with the monster who haunts the roads. I chose the monster. He could have taken my head on the spot. I distracted him. Headless Jack was so pleased with my efforts that he made me a sexy proposal. If I stayed with him and satisfied his every dark desire, come morning, I'd leave with my head and his hidden treasure. I could have said no. Maybe I should have. I didn't. Now, it's going to be hard, dirty work, but someone has to do it. Might as well be me, right? It doesn't have to be you. But if you think so, You do you, girly pops. This one's Birched by the Krampus, which isn't the Krampus just evil Santa? I think I saw him at Halloween Horror Nights. Anyways, the Krampus is a fearsome monster who punishes the naughty. When he appears in my apartment wielding birch rods, I'm terrified. But his punishment unlocks a new and unexpected desire for pain, as well as a craving for his eggnog. Oh my god, I hate myself. Anyways, let me do a little bit more digging, because if I'm reading a Siggy Shade book, I'm reading a Siggy Shade book, and I don't want to read one of her tamer novels. Okay, so I'll come back with which book I have decided will fall victim, or more so, which book I will fall victim to. So I ended up buying Birched by the Krampus, and let me just tell you what Krampus is supposed to look like. So Krampus looks like the devil incarnate, with horns, sharp teeth, a long tongue, a goatee beard, cloven hooves, and he is a half-man, half-goat creature who is employed to cheerlessly beat naughty children with his bundle of sticks. That is the subject of our spicy book of the day. I don't know how to feel. I have the book right here. I bought it on Kindle for $4 because I don't have Kindle Unlimited. But if you do, it's free on there. So let's get reading. Okay, so a little rundown on what's been happening in the book. I'm on chapter 5 right now. So she's a witch. Her name's Natalia. And Krampus is Santa's brother. But Santa jailed Krampus. But now all of a sudden, Santa's like, hey Krampus, like, you're gonna be free now. Here's your naughty list. Because apparently, like, not punishing all the naughty kids didn't work, because now they're all horrible adults. So we have that. So the first name on Krampus's list is Natalia. So he goes on over to Natalia's house, and he's like, that's not a kid. That's like a full-on adult. And she's like, yeah, I'm 21. And he's just like, that's weird. But it says you're on my naughty list, so I need to punish you. So then he like cuffs her wrists behind her back and then bends her over her table and starts like spanking her, like punishing her with his birch rods. But she's a freaky gal, so so she gets like turned on, and then he's like, what's happening? And then she had to explain the concept of BDSM to him, and then she gives him the Gluck Gluck 3000, also his thingamabob, his Peter. I can't say millimeter defeater because it isn't. This is how it's described: bright red, about as thick as Natalia's bicep, so like that's big, and shaped like a stocking but upside down. So it goes, if this is like his body, it would go like that and then like that, so it bends downwards. And apparently the tip is about the size of her fist. Yeah, it's a real interesting read. But apparently she did a really good job for him, so now he's gonna do something for her, wink wink. But keep in mind, this thing, he looks like what Krampus is supposed to look like. He's furry. Yeah, he has hooves, he has horns, and he has bangs. So I don't understand. Also, his jizz is supposed to taste like eggnog. How does Siggy Shade come up with this? I don't understand. I don't know. What do you mean that was hot? That wasn't even human. I feel like this is bestiality. I think, am I reading a book about bestiality? What do you mean unrolls? His tongue unrolls? Like, unrolls like a fucking, like, I need to stop cussing. Unrolls like a fruit roll-up unrolls, like a spiral, like, woo. I'm scared. Your tongue. It's so long and thick. I think I'm losing brain cells. His long teeth and matted fur. It's getting like less and less appealing. Maybe I should have just stayed curious. Mr. Mance has like a little bit of a fragile ego. I guess he was about to like go down on her one more time, and suddenly like boom, blast, there was like a ward and he gets trapped in prison. Also, he has a reindeer named Bardolph. Yeah, so then Bardolph like helps free him, and now they're trying to find Natalia, but he just heard Natalia scream, so he's like, what if that blast of magic wasn't Natalia? What if it was something else? What if she's in danger? Also, he keeps saying damnation. I don't know why. It's just like one word. It's like a one-word sentence. I'll just go, damnation. Okay, so it's not her. A wizard captured her, and Krampus just found her with his little moose. Oh my god, be so frail. The guy who captured her is the guy like who is in like the very beginning of the book, who I thought was irrelevant, but he's a catfish. So the beginning of her part opens with her on a date with a dude who she met online, and then turns out he catfished her. So now his ego is bruised and he decides to kidnap her because apparently she used him for drinks. There we go. Krampus to the rescue. His shaggy pelt wraps around my body like a fur coat. This is literally bestiality. Also, is he wearing clothes? I want to know that. I want to know if he's like, is he clothed? Does he have just like pants? Okay, he's gonna cast every single person, every single man who ever touched her to hell. Why? I don't know. Maybe he's a little jealous, but why are you jealous? You've known her for literally 20 minutes. So, in the story, right now, the Krampus, sorry, not Krampus, apparently it's the Krampus, which makes even less sense to me. So apparently Krampus saved Natalia from the wizard. He sent that wizard from the beginning of the story to hell, and then he's like, I want to send every other man who's ever touched you to hell. But before he does, I don't even know if he's still gonna do that, honestly. But then he's like, but you need to be punished. 2 spanks for every single man who's ever touched you or who slept with you. I don't know. In the end, she ended up with 12, and she said she slept with 6. So I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna be so real. I'm so tired of this book. It's short, it's quick. I'm just like, I don't know if I like it. No, I didn't really expect to like it. But it's like, it's insta-love, and like it happens in one night, and now he's like, I want you to be like with me forever, and it's just ugh. Like, it was bad before with like the whole like he's like half animal thing, but like now she's like, it's like, I want you to be with me forever after like knowing her for like 20 minutes. I'm like recoiling, you know? I don't know. I'm having a hard time like trying to like get through this again. But anyways, I think they're finally gonna like do it now, and she's very excited for it, and he's like, I don't know if I can, like, no one else, like, has ever been able to take it. My boyfriend just called me. He said I got him sick, and I told him what I'm doing. He's familiar with Siggy Shade, because I always send him, like, the tentacle stuff, and I was like, ah. I can hear the disappointment in his voice upon finding out that I'm reading her book right now. Yeah, how long is his tongue? What the his tongue just split in two? I'm so... Okay. So it's long enough to, like, creep up her body, and then it freaking split into two. What is happening? I'm so confused. As Krampus continues massaging my nipples with his forked tongue, invisible hands unfasten the buttons of my blouse. What's happening? I ask. Open your eyes, he rumbles. I crack open an eye to find long strands of fur branching off his body like vines. My mouth drops open. Some of the strands have wrapped around my wrists, others around my ankles and thighs, but the majority are unfastening what's left of my clothes. What? He did what? What can he do with his fur? No, not kinky, disturbing. Disturbing, not kinky. Am I done? I think I'm done. Do I want to be done? Do I just stop 55% through? I don't know if I could keep going. He can change the shape of his tongue. Oh my god, she just said that the tongue is now thicker than a standard wine bottle. Let's see. I have a hydro flask. How thick is a wine bottle? A little bit skinnier than that, right? And it's only getting larger. And it's twitching. It's twitching in her. I feel like I'm in distress. His tongue expands even further, pushing against my organs until I can barely breathe. That sounds painful. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. I feel so disappointed in myself. I need a break. I can't do this anymore. No, I can't. Hello, I'm back. I guess I don't learn from my mistakes, but I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna power through this. I am over 50% through, and I only have like 50 pages to go. I got this. We're gonna finish it. Yeah. You know, maybe I don't want to continue this. How is he talking? That's what I just realized. How is he talking? This whole time, he's like, you know, he's like going down on her, and like his fruit roll-up tongue, his massive fruit roll-up tongue is all up in her business, and he's talking. How is he talking at the same time he's doing this? How does this work? How does a lot of this work? You know what? I shouldn't ask. It's just Siggy Shade doing her Siggy Shade magic. I don't know how else it would make sense. It's Siggy's world, and we all just live in it. Why do you want to offer him eternal devotion? You've known him for like a couple hours at most, and like he gave you like, I guess like a couple, like, but do you like, why do you want to give him eternal devotion? Do you know how long that is? At least he's giving her aftercare. He just pulled out his tongue. How long is this freaking tongue? Oh my god. So, okay, one, he was talking with you know, his tongue up there, and then next up he's cradling her to his chest, but he doesn't pull his tongue out of her until the next page. You said that you wanted my cock. I do. Now that I've stretched you out, you should be able to handle my girth. Are you ready for it, Natalia? Do I want to know? Do I want to continue? I don't think I do. But I'm going to. Maybe my friend was right. This isn't going to make me feel better today. Because honestly, I feel worse than I did this morning. But that I don't even think that has anything to do with this book. I'm just going to say that it does. What is happening? What just happened? Okay, so I thought that they were gonna like start like getting into business now, but I guess not, because he's still caught up on the names. He still wants the names. So let's see. He pulls her into his arms, asks for names, right? And she's like, are you gonna kill them? And he's like, yeah, I am. Do you have a problem with that? And then she's like, no. Okay, and then where they were, so before this, remember, they're in hell, but they were on a platform, whatever that's supposed to mean, but now it just morphed into a stone throne, and he sits down on the throne, and she's on his lap, and then his fur, because remember, his fur grows like whatever, I guess his fur is magic, I guess his whole being is magic, but his fur grows and wraps around her and forms a bikini on her. It literally says, forming a hairy bikini. I, Natalia Jasper, managed to ensnare an old god. Richard Biggins is a worm. Yeah, the old god looks like a beast. It's an animal. He's half goat. Ew! Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even ew. It's just, it is to me. Because keep in mind, all of this happened in one night. And right now, Krampus is all on his, like, possessive streak of, like, oh, like, I'm gonna, like, any man who's ever touched you. And so, like, she's naming them off. And then the Krampus is like, how much do you want them to suffer, Natalia? And then she leans back. I lean back against his broad chest and luxuriate in the thick fur. They no longer matter to me. I already have the perfect man. You know nothing about him. Ugh, it just made me icky. Natalia slips her hand down my chest and over my abs. I thought he was furry. What am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this? I'm tired of this. I don't know if I can keep going. I really don't. Yes, you're gonna keep fucking going. Okay. Oh, God. Damn, Santa just made an appearance, and he literally opened with, ho, ho, ho. So, they left hell, right? And they went to Krampus's house, the house he shares with Santa in the North Pole. They like teleported there. They did their funky business, and now he left because he's like, oh, my reindeer is mad because I left him in the human world, so I'm gonna boogaloo. I'll be right back. So while she's sitting there, she suddenly hears ho ho ho, and then guess who it is? It's Mr. Santa Claus himself, but apparently he is a silver fox with muscles. So all I'm hearing from that is Delph, right? Also, like, he's like fully having a conversation with her. Like, he just showed up into their bedroom, to the foot of their bed, like completely unannounced, and is now like talking to her while she's like fully like no clothes. Oh my god, that's actually so funny. So apparently Krampus was actually sent there by Santa because she sends Santa a wish every year and is like, I want a guy with like a huge schlong, you know? And so Santa sends Krampus Santa just goes, I tampered with the naughty list. Did my brother deliver your heart's desire? Oh my god, shut up. She's like asking Santa to leave, which like I get, like, okay, uncomfortable, like, go ho 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 out the door, you know. And like he goes, I must say your loyalty to my brother is admirable. And then she goes, it's not loyalty, it's love. It's love, okay? I know I've only known him for one night, but I am in love with him because he made me finish, and no other guy has. Oh, okay. Krampus and Santa are now fighting. No one looks at my Natalia. No one looks at Krampus's Natalia. You hear that? You hear that, Santa? You don't look at her. Even though you're literally the reason that they're together, okay? Please. What do you mean you're throbbing at the carnage? Oh my god, why is she... Oh, is she sick? Why is she getting, like, horned up over, like... Krampus literally gutting his brother, Santa, who just told you that he's the reason that you got Krampus. Oh, well, I guess they're all fine and dandy. It wasn't a real argument. He left the room and he's like, I'll set a place for Natalia for Christmas lunch. And now Krampus is like, Natalia, you let my brother, like, touch you. So, we're gonna punish you. Okay, so, Miss Girl over here, Natalia, our main character, she has a Christina piercing. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. Okay, she has a Christina piercing, and she also has a... Actually, is it? Point is, she has piercings around the Christina piercing area, and Krampus just said that he wants to hang something from them. I'm scarred. Oh my god, he's putting Christmas decorations on her thing. On her piercings, and she has a lot. And he's putting Christmas decorations on it. This is silly. This is just silly. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. It's funny because it's the whole Christmas theme. The whole Christmas theme is hilarious to me because he's hanging Christmas ornaments from her piercings, from her body piercings, right? And he just got something to put up her nether regions that is shaped like a Christmas tree, and I can't. It's just, maybe I'm just losing it. Maybe that's what this is. We are continuing. This is the last stretch, okay? The last stretch. Last 10 pages. We can do this. You put jingle bells on her. Nobody's ever decorated my cat. I wonder why. I really wonder why. I mean, to be fair, you did. You decorated it. He wants to connect their souls through eye contact. I feel like this book just tries to get deep, and it just doesn't work. I feel like if you're gonna, like, make it, like, not deep and just make it, like, straight, like, horn diggity, just keep it that way. And it'll probably work out better than, like, whatever is happening right now. So remember when Santa came into the room? Yeah, apparently since he touched her, he just prepared her for Krampus's crooked Peter. But, like, didn't Krampus literally get in a fight with Santa because Santa touched her, or even, not even touched her, looked at her? Choose your battles, Krampus. Wait, what? How are they kissing? Does he even have, like, a human face? I'm so confused, because apparently now they're kissing, but how are they kissing when his tongue is the way that it is, and his teeth are also, like, sharp, and Stop. Just stop overthinking it. It's Siggy Shade doing Siggy Shade magic. I don't know. I want to continue reading this. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, so recap. Santa, Krampus fight. Santa leaves, and Santa's like, "I'll set a place for her for Christmas lunch." Then Krampus punishes her. And then they connect souls, right? And now he's like, "Can I give you my mark?" Which means that you'll never grow old, and then you can transport yourself to wherever I am or call me into the human world. So, yeah, that's where we are. Epilogue. Oh my god. I made it. Okay. Christmas Eve, 5 years later, that's where this epilogue is. Huh? Okay. She's pregnant. Yeah, she's pregnant. She's moving to the North Pole and she's pregnant. I don't know what the baby is gonna look like. Oh, just kidding. It says, according to the magical ultrasound, our son looks like our regular infant, but Klaus assured us he will be born with the abilities of a demigod. Cool. Why does Krampus have a phone? Why did Krampus just call her? Why does he have a phone? I'm just envisioning like an animal-looking dude. A furry animal-looking dude with claws and hooves and a horn, holding a tiny little cell phone and being like, "Hello? Thank you for being such a great dom and giving me a family." It's just, I don't know, something about the thank you for being such a great dom. Maybe I just don't understand it. I can't get behind it. Oh my god. I'm done. I finished it. Oh my god. I survived. Guys, I did it. I survived my first Siggy Shade book, and I haven't decided if I'm proud or ashamed of myself yet. But point is, we started, we finished Birched by the Krampus. Am I scarred? Maybe a little bit. Will I read more of her books? Possibly. Apparently I don't learn from my mistakes, or maybe I just like torturing myself. But as of right now, I just need a nap. I just need to take a step back. Maybe touch some grass. That book was a lot. Yeah.